Hello and welcome to the Fibonacci free video for Monday, January 31st. This is David, and I'll be taking you through a few things that I saw interesting in today's action in the markets. Look, we were talking about this low last week, right at this 61.8% retrace here in Apple, and Apple got a really nice bullish day here today. Not quite as big as Friday's day, but pretty big, right? Running just slightly through a small cluster here at 174, right? Plus or minus some levels, a few pennies below, a few pennies above, closing slightly above there. Not necessarily far enough to see that things are clear, but certainly acting like it wants to go higher. Now, look, we came a little below this 61.8 before coming back up, and as we saw last week when we looked at Apple, we're actually getting more precise levels from our Voodoo Lines, which are also grounded in Fibonacci, right? Turning down from the Voodoo Fire line, the most important of the Voodoo line levels, up near the all-time high, right down to this Voodoo Tree line, down near the lows last week, right? So this is what sent us back up more precisely than our standard fib analysis. And then you can see how this played sort of ping pong between these levels, right? So these guys, most important levels, these second most important, then come the white snow lines, and then these sort of lilac colored skylines. So you see, we work our way up to the snow line, come back, retest the less important skyline to reestablish support, make sure that, for the market to decide that it doesn't want to come all the way back to the low, right? It just use this as temporary resistance, rechecked itself at a minor level, and back up again, right? Pull back to a minor level, break through the snow line up here at 170 and 74 cents. So look, staying above here keeps Apple bulls in the catbird seat, potentially eyeing 180 and 65 cents or above. Critical to keeping that on track, or let's say important, not critical. Right, important to keeping that on track is going to be holding 170.74 on any pullback if it needs to pull back, and then more critical will be holding 164.62 if 170.74 doesn't hold. Right, we can look for similar things in Tesla, which also had a big day today and is also heavily weighted in the indices, and so therefore helpful to the market's recovery, right? Turning down from just below a tree line up here right to a Voodoo Fire line, and for the moment holding a tree line here at 901.44. So Tesla bulls will want to see if this can hold 901.44 to work its way up to 969 and 59 cents, and again getting back above there will potentially push this up towards that 1079 and 85 cent level for another important test. Meanwhile, failing 901.44, either sort of nearby or on a test of 969.59, potentially sets up a move back to the 791 area to see if that can hold. So so these levels can supplement all of, also supplement the levels we get from pure fib analysis, like we've been looking at, and also help, because of the relative importance of the levels, not just give us support or resistance, but help tell us about the trend in the way that price moves between them, and because of the the market cap of these names and the importance attached to them, I think watching them will give important information about that overall trend. That's what I have here for you this evening. I will see you at the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence. This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me